wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas. The roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Houston Texans. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, it's Hill. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here's Hill again on 2nd down. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. They're led by the number 2 overall pick in April's draft from BYU, the rookie Zach Wilson.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
23 yards the pickup there. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 12 yards is the pickup there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Running left, Taylor. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
Tackle made by Grover Stewart. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. On first down, Allen. This goes out right to Doyle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Hill going to run left. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. These two teams all tied after 1. Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Called that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 47 yards on the ground for him so far. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. So, Charles, you talk about this offense this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this is now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, it seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
On 2nd down, it's Gurley again. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Hill. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Here's Hill again on second down. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
To throw on second and 10, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On third down, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Allen now looks to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Allen. Touchdown! Jack Doyle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And this is caught by Williams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He got 29 yards that time. Play action, it's Wilson. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. And they will elect to decline the penalty. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying To move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
The give to Taylor, and he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll run with Taylor. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Frank Clark picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
7 yards the pickup there. 2nd down and 3. From the gun, it's Allen. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Now Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now Allen again. He finds his man, complete. That's Doyle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Operating from the red zone now. Allen to Jefferson on the slant. Touchdown, Rams. Justin Jefferson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in how their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is going to have a Texans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give him a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Todd Gurley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse And I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Complete. Jefferson the target. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And now they'll throw with Allen. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. The offense on third down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he is going to have a Rams first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Allen now on first down. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Doyle. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Andrew Beck, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
73 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try and choose some clock with Gurley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well. And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Wilson to throw. He's got it to Williams. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run once more with McKinnon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 10, a little over 20 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen connecting with Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On first down, McKinnon again. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Second down, McKinnon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for Houston, they climbed to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule.